ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Kapila Muni, after he finished speaking to his mother on the Sankhya philosophy or the Sankhya Yoga, in other words, devotional service to the Supreme Lord, his mother Devahuti, it is said how now she is completely aware of the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, of the importance of rendering devotional service to the Supreme Lord. She is completely out of the three modes of material nature. Now she starts offering prayers in glorification of her transcendental son, Lord Kapila. So that's the portion we are seeing now, portion of the Bhagavatam here. So in this verse we see Mother Devahuti describing the Supreme Lord in wonderful way. Sa eva vishvasya bhavan vidhatte. My dear Lord, you are vidhatte. You carry on the activities related to the material world. How? Guna pravahena vibhakta viryaha. By the interactions of the three modes of material nature, which are nothing but your energies. Sargadi aniho avitathabi sandhir. Sarga adi. Sarga means creation. Sarga adi meaning creation, maintenance and dissolution. Sarga adi, you create, you maintain, you destroy, but still you are non-doer. Aniha. Aniha means non-doer. Avitatha abhisandhihi. Your determination, abhisandhi meaning determination, or whatever you will, you make up your mind, that is avitatha, not futile. Meaning whatever you desire, whatever your sankalpa or determination is, it never becomes futile. It is bound to happen. Atmeshwaro atarkya sahasra shaktihi. You are the Lord of all living entities. Shri Krishna Balaram ki. You are the Lord of all living entities, and atarkya sahasra shakti. You have got inconceivable, innumerable energies. Atarkya, inconceivable, and Sahasra Shakti. There are thousands of your energies which are all inconceivable, and just these energies are sufficient to create, maintain and destroy huge universes, and still you stay aloof as the non-doer of all of these things. So here there are many important points which Srila Prabhupada highlights. One of them is, Srila Prabhupada says how this is confirmed in the Upanishads also. How the Lord is situated in one place and all of His energies are diffused throughout the creation, and His energies act in inconceivable ways. Eka desha sthitasyagnir Jyotsna vistarini yatha parasya brahmana shaktihi tathedam akhilam jagat. The comparison of a fire lamp. Ekadesha sthitasyagnir. The fire is situated in one place, but its energy in the form of light and heat, it extends to different places. Just like one big hall is there, we switch on one light, maybe one small light in one corner, it can illuminate the entire hall. We have seen this. Likewise, fire also, how it diffuses heat. And we have got the example of sun situated in one place, but it has got the potency to illuminate the entire universe. So, likewise, the Supreme Lord, this is how the Supreme Lord works. There is nobody equal to Him, there is no one superior to Him. He is the one who maintains all innumerable living entities. Eko yo bahudam vidadhati kama. So this is the position of the Supreme Lord. Srila Prabhupada explains it in this way in another place. Ekadesha sthitasyagne. Agni, fire. Just like sometimes we see fire on the beach, it illuminates. Similarly, God, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is situated in His planet, Goloka Vrindavana. Goloka eva nivasatya khilatma bhutaha. Although He is situated in one place, He can be present everywhere. That is God. We are sitting in this room. We are not sitting in other room. But Krishna can sit in His Goloka Vrindavana. He can dance with the gopis, but He is everywhere with His full potencies. That is the difference. So this is how we are supposed to understand about the Supreme Lord. He is situated in one place, but all of His energies are working in varieties of ways in the entire creation. In today's conversation also, Srila Prabhupada says how simply speaking about God is insufficient. You should know who is God. All living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. If you say you are the Son of God, you love God, how can you love God and send the poor animals to the slaughterhouse? If at all you love God, you should be knowing who is God. All living entities are sons of God. Does God like His sons, His children being sent to the slaughterhouse? So in this way we should understand God, and only then we can love God. Another important point to note here is the Lord Atarkya Sahasra Shakti. Atarkya, inconceivable. We cannot conceive through our teeny brains completely about the Supreme Lord and His energies. How much the Lord reveals to us out of His compassion, so much we can understand Him. So, this is another understanding of God that is inconceivable. In one conversation, Srila Prabhupada very nicely explains, therefore you have to accept inconceivable power. And without accepting this principle of inconceivable power, there is no meaning of God. Not like that Bala Yogi, he became a god. So these are all for the rascals, fools. But those who are intelligent, they will test the inconceivable power. Just like we accept Krishna as God, inconceivable power. We accept Rama, his inconceivable power, not so cheaply. One rascal comes and says, I am incarnation of God. Another rascal accepts. It is not like that. Rama Krishna is God. We do not accept. We must see the inconceivable mystic power. Just like Krishna, as a child, lifted a hill. This is inconceivable mystic power. Ramachandra, he constructed a bridge of stone without pillar. The stone began to float. So that is an inconceivable power. And because you cannot adjust this inconceivable power, when they are described, you say, oh, these are all stories. See, this is how it happens. The Supreme Lord, He is with His inconceivable power. So our first part is, without accepting the inconceivable power of the Supreme Lord, we cannot comprehend who God is. Otherwise, we may be misled by so many so-called cheap incarnations, so-called incarnations of God. Another point to note is that if we don't accept the Lord's inconceivable power, then we may end up telling how all the pastimes related to the Supreme Lord mentioned in the pages of Bhagavatam and other Vedic literatures to be some stories, some fiction, imaginary stories. How the Lord could build a bridge without any pillar. How a small child, 7-year-old boy, can lift a big Govardhan hill. If we do not accept the inconceivable power of the Supreme Lord, then we may end up concluding the pastimes of the Supreme Lord to be some mythology, some imaginative stories. So this is not the way. Then how to accept the Supreme Lord? It is through the Vedic literatures. We accept the Vedic literatures as it is, accept the instructions, the descriptions given there, through the medium of the bona fide spiritual master coming in parampara. This is the way of accepting, understanding, and start loving the Supreme Lord. So here, another point Srila Prabhupada says how, in the purport, that which may be inconceivable for ordinary living entities is easily done by Him. In understanding about the Lord's inconceivable potency, we should very clearly know, for us, for we living entities, it may be inconceivable. But for the Lord, nothing is inconceivable. Just like speaking about His power, the way, like how Hiranyakashipu, the blessings which he had taken, the boon which he had taken from Lord Brahma, that he should not die in this way, that way, daytime, nighttime, inside, outside, man, animal, all of those things. So it appeared as if he has become immortal, nobody can kill him. How he can be killed? It was inconceivable. But this task or this was made possible, keeping intact all the boons, the blessings given by Lord Brahma. The Lord, in an inconceivable manner, killed Hiranyakashipu. Speaking about, in the pages of Bhagavatam, so many stories we hear about the inconceivable feats of the Supreme Lord performed in his various pastimes. Let me tell you one small story regarding how the Lord benedicts his devotees. That's also highly inconceivable. It seems Narada Muni, he invited the Lord, "My dear Lord, please come with me and give your blessings to innumerable devotees in this material world. There are so many devotees, please come and see them." The Lord agreed, "Okay, yes, I am ready to come with you. I am ready to go with you. Yes, you take me wherever you want, to the home of devotees, and I am ready to come with you and bless them." So it seems both of them, they changed their attire, just like two mendicants. They went to great sages like rishis, and Narada Muni took him to one place wherein there was a very rich man. And this rich man, he was very benevolent, very charitably disposed, and anybody who comes to his home and they ask for anything, he used to give them. And especially saintly people, the Brahmanas and devotees, whatever they ask, he used to give it to them. So every day there was a routine in his home. It was a very big landlord, whatever, big home, big compound and estate he had, and some timings were fixed. Say some morning 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, any person can walk in, and whatever he asks, this rich man was ready to supply that to him. This was the daily routine. So Narada Muni took him there. "Oh, he is such a great man, please come." He took the Supreme Lord. Now both of them are disguised, and so both of them went there. They were little late, maybe some 5 minutes late, and the gates were closed. Maybe 10:05 they reached at his home. And Narada Muni requested the gatekeeper, "No, we wanted something, please allow us inside. We have come here to beg something." The gatekeeper sternly he replied, No, it's time up. You can't enter in. If at all you want something, you can come back tomorrow morning. Today the time is over. I can't allow you. Narada Muni requested, No, we have come from far place. Actually, we are very hungry. We don't want some big things and all. Just some little food we want. We want to fill our bellies. So we have come here. Please allow us. Again the gatekeeper sternly he says, "No, I cannot allow you. It's a strict order from my master. We cannot allow anyone after 10 o'clock. The gates are closed now. We cannot allow anyone inside." Now why is so charitably disposed? Just few minutes late, that's it. No, it's a strict order. What will he be doing now? Till 10 o'clock, okay, he was ready. After 10, what will be his activities? He says, now it's a time with his family. He'll be with his wife, children, and all of them, and nobody can disturb him. So we cannot allow you. Okay, Narada thought, told him, okay, tomorrow we'll come. And both of them started walking. And Narada Muni asked the Lord, "My dear Lord, what do you say about this rich man? No, I know about him. I'll give him benediction. So what blessings would you like to give him?" "I'll bless him that life after life he'll be rewarded with sufficient riches, wealth, all kinds of opulence, so that he will continue to rot in this material world." "My dear Lord, what is this? Won't you award him liberation, give him mukti? He is so charitably disposed. And you are telling, let him rot in this material world." Yes, if that is his desire, because all the charities what he is doing, all the so-called pious activities what he is involved in, the intention is that he wants to live with his family comfortably. He wants to see to it that his family, his riches and all of his activities should not be disturbed. So for that purpose, for that sake, he is doing all of these pious activities. So let him continue to be possessing these riches life after life, and continue his existence in this material world of dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Okay, so Narada Muni thought over, okay, now I'll take you to another devotee. So this time Narada Muni, he took the Lord to another place of an old lady, old woman. And the Lord went there, and after seeing these saintly people, two people arriving at her home, she was very grateful, she was very happy to see them, and she received them very well, and she told them, "Please sit here, I'll prepare something and offer something to you." And very nicely, very enthusiastically, she went inside and she started preparing some food. And all the while walking in and around the home, everywhere, she was continuously glorifying the Supreme Lord, chanting His glories. And along with that, she went to milk the cow, to get some milk, to prepare some milk, to offer some milk to the guests. And during that time, she started glorifying the cow. "Oh, this cow, so nice cow. It doesn't kick while we are milking, and it supplies so much of milk." She started glorifying the cow. And then she asked her son to get something from outside, maybe from the market, so that she can prepare some nice food. Immediately that obedient son, he went to the market, brought those things and helped his mother. And she started glorifying his son. "Oh, my dear son, he is such a nice son. Whatever I ask, he is ready to help me, ready to serve me." She started glorifying the son. And all of these things happened. And the Lord and Narada Muni, both of them received her reception, and they walked out. And now the Narada Muni asks the Lord, "My dear Lord, what do you say about this lady? What blessings would you like to give her?" And for Narada Muni's surprise, the Lord says, "I will benedict her, I will give her the blessings that both her son and that cow should die very quickly." Very soon, the cow and that son, both of them should die. Narada Muni was surprised. What is this? Yes, she is a devotee of mine, but along with glorifying me, along with the appreciation what she has towards me, equally she has attachment to that cow, to her son, and all of those things. So this is the real benediction I'll be giving her, that she should be detached from all of these things which are entangling her in this material world. So through this story we can understand how the Lord's intent, the way He deals with His devotees, the benedictions what He offers, His mercy, all of these things are also inconceivable to us. Through our material logic, material intelligence, we can never understand the activities, the will of the Supreme Lord. The only confidence a devotee has that yes, just like another point mentioned here, the Lord avitatha abhisandhir. The Lord is Satya Sankalpa. Whatever He wills, it is bound to happen. Whatever He makes a determination, it can never be false. The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktah pranashyati. My dear Arjuna, go and declare to the whole world that my devotee is never vanquished. So, a devotee has full confidence on the Supreme Lord. This is the Lord's will. This is the Lord's love, protection, maintenance towards His devotees. And He says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Abandon everything and just surrender unto me. I will see to it that no sin touches you. So, this is how a devotee understands the Supreme Lord, places his faith on the Supreme Lord, on His instruction, and has full faith on His inconceivable power, irrespective of whatever it be, whatever troubles a devotee may face in this material world. For the Supreme Lord, it is not difficult to help the devotee overcome those. So this is the confidence a devotee has on the Supreme Lord. Srila Prabhupada says, although you personally are not doing anything, your determination is absolute. Your will, therefore, cannot be checked by anyone else. The Lord personally doesn't do anything, but still His will is unchecked. See, compared to that, if we apply that for ourselves, if at all we want to get something done in this material world, simply by our will, let this happen, nothing will happen. If at all we want to do something, we have to apply our intelligence, plan for it, apply our energy, use our senses, and with hard work we have to get things done. And even after all these things, with lot of planning, with lot of energy, effort, we may try to do something. At the end, we may end up failure also. We may end up not doing that, not accomplishing that task also. So this is what happens in our case. But contrary to this, the Supreme Lord, just by His will, His innumerable energies are there which will get the things done. Nothing is impossible for the Supreme Lord. There is nothing that the Lord desired and it did not happen. No. His desire is bound to come true. That is avitatha abhisandhir. And lastly, in the last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada says, why is the creation made? Eko yo bahunam vidadati kaman. Just with one small story, let me conclude. Why the Lord created this material world? Srila Prabhupada gives the example of a small child. It goes to his mother who is cooking something in the kitchen, and the small child says, "My dear mother, please allow me. I would also like to cook like you." Will the mother allow? No, small child. There is boiling oil, hot water, fire. The child may get affected. A loving mother, she never allows her small child to play with fire and hot boiling oil. Never. But still the child is insistent. The child is desiring. Just like the mother, she also wants to cook. So a kind mother goes to the market and buys some toys for the child. Toy, whatever, kitchen utensils, some plastic, whatever, some stove and one vessel and some ladle to stir things, whatever, all those, whatever, some paraphernalias, some toys, she may come and bring it to the child. You take these and now you cook with these things. And the child is very happy. She has got her own plastic, whatever, stove and her own, whatever, small plastic vessels in which she is, whatever, in her own way she is cooking and is very happy, very satisfied. So likewise, we living entities who all want to enjoy independent of the Supreme Lord, want to lord it over the material nature, the Lord, out of His unbounded compassion to we living entities, has created this material world so that our unconstitutional desires can be fulfilled, and then gradually the living entity becomes reformed and becomes eligible to go back to Godhead for His eternal loving service to the Supreme Lord. So this is the whole purpose of this creation of this material world. We'll conclude with this. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki,